I have never seen an attractive man on this app calling women in their late 20s, early 30s old. Calling women unwanted and used up. Trying to grill women about their body count on this app. Old, geriatric, over the hill, cat lady, whatever it may be. I'm just gonna say the thing that nobody's saying. Pick me women, raise incel men. Old men on this app really think they be looking like Pedro Pascal when they're leaving comments about women's looks on this app, but really they look like that guy from the Goonies. So some guy was like, oh, women would crumble in society without men. Like, you need us. And I'm like, what can men do that women can't? The amount of old, dusty, crusty men that have been sliding into my comments, loving to tell women in their late 20s, early 30s that they're old, they're geriatric, they're unwanted. Another nameless, faceless man thinks I'm unattractive. Like, are you fucking kidding me? The reason you're hiding behind a nameless faceless account is because you're... Well, we all know what you are. So you know how I said earlier that I've never seen an attractive man come on this app and call a woman in her late 20s, early 30s old?
Can you see how she emphasizes late 20s, early 30s? You're 34, ma'am. Just admit it.
I stand by that state. Why is it that these guys always look exactly the way that you think they're going to? Okay, ladies, are you ready for this? Is this you? You're trying to say that I'm lonely and unwanted when this is you. Philip, are you just jealous that I have more hair on my upper lip than you do on your head? You're calling me old, and this is you. You're a man who's older than me and you call me old, you're fucked. You will always be older than me. You will always look older than me. I will always be more desired than you are.
Okay guys, so if you're wondering why she always does videos close up, it's because of this. Let's see how she really looks like. Yes, and she calls men old, crusty, and dusty.
Genuine question, if you're an Asian woman or if you're just a woman, please chime in on this. All of these American Trump supporting men who obviously can no longer get women because no one wants them, are you just gonna like submit and just, marry these men? Not you telling on yourself though, that is so funny. So you said you were 55 and you just went to Bali to get your girlfriend who's 25?
She cannot fathom that a guy that is 55 can get a younger woman if he goes overseas.
I'm sure she's in it for love. Ladies, if you're single and the next time you're laying in bed thinking about like, oh, it would be so nice to be cuddled up next to somebody right now, just think about the fact that you didn't have to tell somebody to brush their teeth before they came to bed. I keep seeing all these beautiful women on here talking about how the guys that they're being shown on dating apps are questionable, to say the least. And there's a reason for that. It's because the apps already know that you're an attractive woman. So it's not going to show you people who you're compatible with, because if you're an attractive woman and it shows you attractive men who you're actually compatible with, there's less likelihood of you actually paying for the app, buying the extras.
Or maybe, just maybe, those guys are actually on your level. But you don't want to admit that because you think you're above that. But you're not, ma'am. Those are the guys that actually want to date you. Those are the guys that are actually on your level.
The wall, no man on earth can make it fall.
Okay, so I haven't dated anybody in 3 years. I finally decided I'm gonna put myself out there, start meeting people. These men are weak. These men are soft, okay? They don't text you, they don't call you, they like your Instagram post. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. What planet is everybody on? Why are girls allowing men to act like this to them? Absolutely not. No, go waste your time with a 20-year-old. Like, they'll probably be happy to get your attention.
She says this like it's an insult to get a younger woman than her. I swear they're so clueless.
The problem that women have with the Leonardo DiCaprio thing where he would leave a woman after she was 25 over and over again. And my question, which was posed by Sterling Cooper very, very concisely, is why don't you blame the women that are consistently dating Leonardo DiCaprio, knowing fully well he's going to break up with you at 25?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because they want to date an older man. That is the problem. Like, they are choosing to date men of high status. And it's just so crazy to me. When men do it, it's creepy. And when women do the exact same thing, it's a preference.
You said that you, on a date, you will offer to split the bill. You'll offer to pay. If a guy takes you offer and splits, you don't pay for the whole thing. You pay for yours, he pays for his. You would extend the offer, and then, your words, not mine, you would not want to see him again.
Like I said, you're taking me out of the house, you're picking me up. But like I said, I
Bro,
hear your side.
Women always say that they want good communication in men. They wish men communicated better. You are quite literally not communicating. That's like me offering to do a favor to a friend, him taking me up on it, and me being like, fuck you, dude. Why did you take me up on my offer?
We've all heard the question, what are you bringing to the table, for years. So when they're asking this question to women, they are not asking for the same reasons. Men do not care what you have in your purse. They are asking, what kind of woman are you?
Yeah, we don't care about your business or your money or your degree.
Now that this question is being posed to women, it is exposing all of the women who really have no real character, because that's why they're upset. He just wants to know, are you agreeable? Are you peaceful? Do you like to cook? Can you keep a clean house? Do you want children? How do you feel about family? Do you involve people in your relationships? Do you go toe to toe with your men? How is your mouth when you're in an argument?
Listen, I was trying to be brave and give Hinge another chance. I don't know why I haven't learned my lesson, but this new rule that they have where you can only have like a certain number of matches that you have to respond to, and they won't let you do anything else unless you respond to them, that literally defeats the whole purpose. I like to go in there and collect them like Nintendogs.
And then she wonders why she's single.
They are very different.
That's all I need to know. Thank you. I don't have time.
No, shut. Please.
His name is actually Chad.
Please, let me talk.
You have a good night.
No, but we can be friends. You don't want to be my friend.
No, men don't want to be your friend. We have almost nothing in common. What value can a woman offer me in friendship? There is no value.
You know, I'm 40 years old. I ain't got time for that bull.
Good for you.
You can have a good...
This is how men should act. When you see the red flags, you leave, you block her. Why are you wasting time with women that don't deserve your time? I don't get it.
Good guy that want to do you right, that want to be exclusive, that tells you you're beautiful, that goes above and beyond for you, that is consistent, that does all these great things for you. But you don't want that one. You want the one that gives you heartache, headaches, and a hard time.
So men don't want a woman who's taking care of herself, right? Because being high maintenance basically means that you always have nice clothes.
No, ma'am. Being high maintenance just means to a guy that you're a big, big headache and you're not worth it.
Nice hair, maybe you also have your nails done. And of course, this is not cheap, and I know I'm high maintenance because I am the one maintaining it. But when I see the comment that men are running away from high maintenance women, I'm surprised because I think that this is a positive thing. Aren't you proud when you have by your side someone who's taking care of herself? But being high maintenance apparently is a good filter. We're not for everyone, and that's also fine. So I'm gonna stay high maintenance.
Yes, ma'am. Good for you. Do whatever you want. But then you can't complain that you can't get a man. Because when men tell you we don't want high maintenance women and you continue to be like that, it's your choice, right? Then stay single.
Can we take a second to talk about dating in Amsterdam? I don't know if it's a big city issue or an Amsterdam actual issue, but dating in this city is not for the weak. Why are so many beautiful women, smart, whatever you want, struggling to find a partner in this city? I don't.
Because we don't look for the same things in women as women do in men.
Don't get it. And this whole thing with being exclusive, but not really in a relationship, not ready to commit, but always ready to hook up. What the fuck? And the dating apps are full of weirdos. Nobody takes anybody seriously. Like, it's so bad. How do people meet each other? How do people get into a healthy relationship in this city? I just don't understand. By the looks of it, if I will keep living in this city, I will never find somebody. I will die alone. Might as well invest in a cat like right now.
The boy that's raised by his mother is a very, very, very emotional man.
Very.
And I've seen them all over the internet. They get very emotional. They'll kill you over nothing because they've learned to be emotional from a woman. They don't know how to balance emotions. Because you see one thing about men, when men parent, they parent off of like logic. So children can see the emotional parent. A woman will be like, stop doing this now. But the man will just be like, yo, let me see you do that again. You see that? He didn't even have to shout.
That's why these little guys shout so much.
Let me see you do that again if you're bad. And that silent man is the actual dangerous one. When a boy is raised by a mother, the reason why he's so emotional is because he sees his mum emotional. His mum takes emotions out on him. Imagine I never had a parent or a father.
See, guys, this is another thing. When your wife doesn't respect you, when your wife doesn't actually love you, when your wife doesn't actually trust you, then she shouts. Then she's very emotional. My girlfriend never shouted at me. Never. Why would she do that? That just shows the lack of respect that that woman has towards you. That just shows how masculine she is. Why did you as a man get married with a woman like that? I don't get it. See, men don't ask all these questions. They just fall in love with what they see, and then they wonder why that woman is shouting, why she's very masculine, why she cheated, why she got divorced. You already have the answer, my man.
For a brother to see anything else, I would have thought that kind
was
of
the action,
behavior is normal behavior.
So I'm a 37-year-old firefighter, and this is what it's like to date in today's modern society. I get a ton of matches on dating apps, but oh my god, the amount of ghosting happening is unbelievable. I actually got off the dating apps and I figured, hey, why don't I just do my thing? So I was going for a run one day, and this really pretty girl made eye contact with me, and I ended up getting her number. Guess what? She ghosted too. I guess it just doesn't really matter anymore. I'm just going to do my own thing.
So I need you guys to tell me why I can't meet somebody in the gym. There's so many comments of people are like, that's not what the gym's for. Why?
Because if you come up to women in the West in general, in the gym, they will just call you creeps. They will start recording you. So many things have happened on TikTok. We've seen how many women call men creeps just for looking for half a second at them. So why would guys take the risk and approach you at the gym?
Why is it not? Why? Why can't I meet somebody in a healthy environment? Do I have to go to a bar? Does it have to be at a restaurant? Does it have to be out? Do I have to go clubbing? Because I ain't doing that. So I want to be in an annoying gym relationship. I want to be so in love and cutesy, and my man comes up and grabs my butt after a squat. Like, I want that. I want my man to come up and kiss me while I'm at the gym, but would you mind? Like, why? Why can't I have that? And why would I not meet someone at the gym when that is my goal? Is to be the annoying gym couple that is like super cute. Everyone's like, oh my god, they're so cute. Don't hate on my dream, you guys.
I can see that she wants a fairy tale. You're not logical, ma'am. You're just emotional. You just fantasize of how your relationship should be. And if that guy doesn't live up to your fantasies, you will just leave.
I think modern dating is really good if you want to get divorced one day. I think it's absolute crap if you actually want to have a healthy marriage.
How so?
Because we're treating other people like they're commodities. We're treating their other people like they're things that we try on for a little bit of time and hope it fits. And
yeah, it's clear this guy is out of touch because he doesn't know how modern dating actually works. Yes, maybe 10, 20, 30 years ago it was a different thing. But now you have to be aware of how modern dating works. It's the same thing with conservative men. I see a lot of channels that say, oh, well, I found my wife and I have 3 kids. My guy, just because you found your wife, it doesn't mean that you know how dating works, and it doesn't mean that you would be successful in 2024 in dating, my guy.
Hello, anonymous caller. It's Angela and Mano. Tell us a secret.
Hi, Angela. I with my husband for years, not really happy, but dealing with it, and caught him cheating for the 3rd time. And so I decided to let loose and let it out, and in a 4 or 5 month span, I slept with literally 20 different men, just to kind of get all the frustration out.
There is no better way to getting back at your man than becoming a 3 or 4.
and let it out my system. And then after that, I felt better. I mean, it's like a year later, we're back together. We're fine now.
I give you my God honest dating advice from a girl who stopped dating almost a year ago. I refuse to start dating until I'm comfortable in all areas of my life. I never reached the amount of clarity that I've reached right now, actively not dating. Because when it hit midnight on New Year's this year, I told myself I would not be dating a single person until I leveled the fuck up. So listen to me. And of course, if you want to become the hottest, most confident, best version of yourself, make sure you're following me. First things first, worry less about if they like you and worry more about if you like them. Second, rejection is not as personal as it feels. Because liking someone or being liked is more about compatibility than inherent worth. Or sometimes God is literally...
Can you see how they think that not dating anymore and working on themselves will actually solve their problem? Ma'am, you're just getting older, and your chances of getting married and finding a good man get lower and lower. She is talking about leveling up and doing all this stuff, but men are not actually looking for that stuff in a woman. They're not.
Protecting from something you don't want to know. For the love of God, stop choosing what isn't choosing you. It will not be hard with the right person. And I will scream this from the mountaintops. If it's not mutual, why pursue it? And if you're a girl, no pursuing at all. I need you to be super honest.
Yeah, but the guys that like you and try to date you, you don't like them. So you just want the toxic guys, the bad boys.
Honest with yourself for this one. Would you be friends with this person if you weren't physically attracted to them? Be honest. Number 5, be clear on what you want to give in a relationship, not just what you want to receive from this person. Who do you want to be in this relationship? Unique value do you bring to the table in a relationship? Number 7, oh my God, this is so important. Stop being shocked by repeated behavior. So for example, if someone has continually done something, continually shown you that they don't respect you, or they're just not a good texter, stop expecting them to be. Notice patterns, believe them. If you find yourself saying, this would be perfect if, this would be perfect, but the but and the if means that if they were different, if something was different, you don't like them. Plain and simple. Even if it's a small trait, I don't care. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're not compatible.
Sorry guys, we'll just skip this video because she talks too fast and she's annoying.
If you ask me out and you're a millionaire, I'll say yes.
Oh, if you're a millionaire. If they're not a millionaire?
Then we can be friends. No, if he doesn't own a house that's over $7 million, I won't date him. I just have, goals and expectations and boundaries, and this is what I strive for. And if I have to be single until I find that guy, then that's what I'm willing to do.
Okay, ma'am, then be single and die alone.
What's the bare minimum income for you to date a guy?
I just want somebody that's basically in the top 5%, 1%. I mean, a few $1 million a year would be great.
Minimum.
That's in the top 1%, ma'am. It's over $400 and something thousand a year. A few million is 0.1%.
Minimum height?
Actually, I'm okay with the guy being short as long as he's rich.
This is a 0.01% guy. Does that concern you at all?
We can round up, right?
Sometimes men disappear because they feel like their effort is not being reciprocated.
Talk about it.
So hear me out. A lot of women feel like their approach to dating is, you as a man have to prove to me you are worthy of my time, my energy, and me being more vulnerable to you. And because of what you've been through, you think that's the right way to do it. But unfortunately, when you're dealing with a man who's actually serious and he's seeing you're holding back, you got walls up, he has concerns that you're wasting his time.
True.
So now he falls off because he's like, all right, she's tripping, she's not really making any effort. But because there's still a desire there, because he still likes her, I think the comment, the like, is a temperature check. Let me see how she'll respond. Let me see if I can still reignite something here. But it all stemmed from, are we actually making a mutual effort to get to know each other?
Okay.
So just make sure, before you start throwing all kinds of accusations at the man, ask yourself, was I coming correct in this process or not?
Cook up, sir.
In today's sexual marketplace, men and women are engaged in a kind of Mexican standoff in which neither one wants to put their gun down first. Women today look at men and they're just kind of disappointed. They think there are no good men anymore. And the men who do engage with them, they just seem to want sex without commitment. From their perspective, this would mean settling for a lot less than they think they're worth. Since they believe that dealing with such men would be at a perceived loss, they would rather just remain single and wait until they meet a man who will give them more of what they want. By the same token, men today look at women women, and they're just sort of bewildered. They think there are no good women anymore, and the women who do engage with them just seem to want the moon. They're demanding and entitled and delusional. They seem to want so much and offer so little in return. From their perspective, this would mean paying a lot more than they think they should. Since they believe that dealing with such women would be a perceived loss, they would rather just remain single and wait until they meet a woman who will give them more of what they want.
I have been a single mom for all of 2 years, and I have to say, I hate it here. I don't hate being a mom. I don't hate having kids, but I hate the fact that I only had two options. Either stay in an unhealthy, dysfunctional relationship or do it all on my own.
Or maybe you should have thought better, you should have thought more before having a kid with that guy that you say you don't like, that you say is toxic. Why haven't you thought about that option?
And see, when I was a stay-at-home mom, I did the cooking, the cleaning. I was a primary person in charge of taking care of the children. And here I thought that that was a totally different category than being a working mom. As a working mom, I'm literally still doing all of the same stay-at-home mom shit, just on a different schedule. But now with the added mental stress load of how do I pay every bill by myself? And that's not even the part that frustrates me. The kicker is that this is culturally normal and even embraced, that if you're a single mom, you're just gonna struggle and that's it. Like, I could be on the brink of a mental breakdown, literally underwater, telling people like, I do not know how to make this better. And someone will ask me, what's wrong? Are you okay? No, I'm not. And the response is, well, you know, it's hard out here for everybody. And I get it. We all have our challenges. We're all going through our own struggles. But why is it culturally normal for this to be the only other option?
It's not, ma'am. It's not. You made it so there are only two options. But you had an option before you made that kid. Why did you stay in that relationship with that guy that you say is toxic? Why did you make a kid with him? Your body, your choice. So by that logic, you chose to only have those two options. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.